this second election. And this is part of the prophecy that is written in this book, the brand new book. Trump, the destiny of God's America. It talks about the vision that President George Washington had back in 1777. And when the angel visited him, the angel visited George Washington in the tent, Sid, he saw three major perils that would come to America. And the angel led him through each peril. The first peril was about the Revolutionary War. The second peril was about the Civil War. And he saw how each time the country came together back into unity through these perils. But there was another peril that came, and the angel said, this is the most dangerous peril. And we have not to date seen that peril, but I believe this is what George Washington saw back in 1777. And what he saw was this: dark clouds that came from around different nations from all around the world. And it was not a physical army. He described it as a black cloud that had red eyes or red flashes in it. And it was a demonic army, a demonic presence. And he saw buildings burning. I mean, look what's happening in our country now. He saw buildings burning. He saw all kinds of people fighting and millions of voices crying out. And he said that he watched this like a television screen. And I've been involved in, I've been in encounters like that, prophetic encounters. And like this prophet that you're talking about, he saw things. I've seen things like this. Well, President George Washington saw these things as well. And he said, right when it looked like all hope would be lost, he said that the angel that was there in the vision took a trump and he put it to his mouth, and he blew a long, fearful blast. And that's what the angel said.
Did he use the word in the vision? Did President George Washington use the word Trump in his vision?
It was trumpet, but it was also Trump. There's one place where it says Trump, and then it says trumpet. So you can say trumpet or Trump. I think it's pretty clear what that is. Irregardless, when this chaos was happening in America, the angel put a trumpet or a trump to his mouth and released a long, fearful blast. And it says that the light of 1,000 suns invaded. This is the God factor, Sid, that you were seeing. The God factor is that at the sound of that trump, which I believe is the glory of God, the restoration of this nation that will carry us into the future, only God can do this. That trumpet sound came, and the light of 1,000 suns invaded America and pushed back the dark clouds. And again, life came back into America, and people had hope again. And the angel that was in that vision took the crown that said union on his head, and he placed it on the people, and the people bowed down and said, amen. And then the angel said one more thing. He said, as long as there are stars in the heaven, and as long as the dew comes down upon the earth, so shall the union live forever. Now, I firmly believe that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that President Trump will have a second term. That's the good news. It will not come without a fight. But there's this element, the God element, that says, 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, if my people pray.